Hello everybody, this is C-Cat or Crystal Cat 73 depending on what I go by on my socials. And today I'm going to be trying an experiment where I'm going to try to make a coaster. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but we'll see. But this is the design that I'm going to be going with. It's like right here and stuff. And like I said, I'm going to try it out and see what happens. I don't know if this will be big enough plastic or not. The music that we're playing today, this is on the second track, is like Moby. This is one of his first albums, I believe, or at least one of his most successful. I'm not really sure, but it's like I remember I bought it and I really liked it. But let's see first. Let's see. We'll do the image, and then, like I said, I don't know what's really gonna happen because this is like more like an experiment. No, we don't want to go that end. We'll try the other end. We'll do it this way. I think these like right here on the top. Those are bite marks from somebody that's furry. But like I said, this is just an experiment, so we'll see how it works out. I don't know, you know. I kind of got like, I'm gonna maybe try to do it in a little bit of an image of Daisy, like her colors, you know. Once in a while she'll make an appearance on screen and help, and I mean that like sarcastically, with me trying to like color things. Okay, let's see what colors. And I've kind of already pre-picked out my colors. And that from like the Crazy Art and the Crayola section. Let's see, do that too. I don't think I really need to do that, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Like I said, this is just an experiment right now. So let's see, we'll go with maybe a little bit of, what color do I want to do? We'll do up for the ears, maybe we'll do gray. And I might not do all set colors or whatever, I might just kind of do like different ones. Because my cat Daisy, she's kind of like white patches with tabby in her and stuff, so that's what I'm kind of going with. Like, she's got brown and she's got like, and I might post her picture, you know, in the Discord, or like maybe make it like a head photo for my what do you call it, like when I upload this. This is not the first project I did this week. I've done a few others, but this is just kind of like to fill in and tell, like, you know, I like, you know, whatever, like, I'll explain, like, until I post the other ones. You post some other posting as I'm posting for relate different date. So you're just gonna have to kind of watch for them. Usually I wouldn't go with these colors, but like I said, until like I get on my wish list like better colors, this is kind of like what I'm doing. Why did I pick the color yellow for? Oh yeah, to do the eyes. And maybe go with a little bit on I don't really have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just winging it. And when I'm cutting this out and waiting for it to cook, I might do this thing they have. I found, I just discovered, they call it like a reverse coloring book. And basically it's kind of like this, and you just draw what you think you're going to draw. And that too, I'm not going to have any idea what I'm doing. So pale yellow. Do I have my other yellow in there? Let's see. This color, not the color that I thought it was going to be, so we're just going to go with this. Daisy's kind of got greeny yellow eyes, so. But when it mixes with the yellow, like that pale yellow, it's not too bad. So that might be the intensive look I want to go with. These don't blend too well, so maybe I'll go out with like a Faber-Castell, like just yellow, and like fill it in a little bit. Let's see. These blend a little bit better. But the colors I was using was a Crazy Art, like this one was Coffee Bean. This one was Peridot, I think, like Peridot. And then this was like pale yellow, but I don't know, it's like, that doesn't look like really like a pale yellow to me. But you know, whatever. Then I used like in the Crazy Art celery, which I don't think celery looks that color. It looks more like a pale green, but you know, what are you gonna do with the colors? And then color in the nose. I'm gonna do kind of a pink because Daisy's got a big old pink nose. And this funny thing is, it's like this is called Crazy Pink and this is called Pink. But I don't think either one of them really looks like what I would interpret as a pink. If that makes any sense. And the last thing I'm gonna try is like white. And I'm gonna need like a separate piece of paper, like more of a different color to do that. Because when I do like white on white, I can't really see what I'm coloring. Doesn't look too bad. You know, when I got Daisy originally though, it's like I had gotten her, the story behind it is like, I was, you know, my mom is a senior companion. That's her job, where she takes the elderly shopping and she does whatever and helps them out. She doesn't do like any kind of nursing type thing. She just takes them like they need to go grocery shopping or whatever. And it's like, they have like secret Santas where everybody like kind of like, you know, gives each other their gifts and they kind of list some of the stuff they want. And this one lady got this guy, and the guy was kind of being like an, you know, an ace. You know, that's gonna be my nice PC word for like ace. And kind of like said he wanted a black car, but she misread it and thought he said a black cat. So she goes to animal control and like decides to like, you know, buy like a gift card for the animal control place. And like decided to like buy like a gift card to the animal control place. So she like gives him like the, you know, gift card or whatever. He's like, well, I didn't want a black cat, I wanted a black car. Because I was being sarcastic because I didn't want anything. So she was like he's like, I can't even have cats for pets where I live. You know, so she's like, well, I don't know what to do because it's like, you know. So anyway, my mom's like, well, my daughter is like looking for like a cat because she just got into her own place and she wants to get a cat. So they ended up giving me like the gift card, you know, for like you know, whatever, like what do you call it, like the I don't know how to explain, like for like the you know, the whatever, you know, like the place or whatever. God, this is why I hate like this brand. It's like it always ends up breaking. But I might have to go get another white pencil. But yeah, that's how I got her. And when, it's like the first time I wanted to get her, it's like they had like all they had that year was like this terrible, terrible winter storm, you know, and they didn't have no like available cats to adopt at the time. And I was just kind of like, well, I said this coupon expires in February. Like I said, this coupon expires in like whatever this like amount of time. And they're like, well, you know, it's like. They're like, well, you know, it's like, you know, we don't have any cats. I'm like, yeah, you don't have any cats, but I have this gift card, and I don't want a dog, but I don't have time to, like, go walk dogs and take them out or whatever, and stuff like that, and stuff. And I said, plus all your dogs are big. They're like, okay, well, we'll extend the coupon. So they extended, like, the gift card that I got, and that kind of, like, you know, I guess and whatever, and, like, gave me an extension on this, like, gift card, you know, that I got. So I get the gift card, you know, and eventually it's like it gets to the time where I can actually go in there and like pick her up. And it's like she was kind of in the front, you know, and it's like she kind of came at me and like rubbed me or whatever. I think she kind of knew I was the one for her. And she doesn't, the thing is, like, they said, well, so she's going to be very particular about who she likes and who she wants to be with. So it's like, oh, okay, you know, because, you know, like, when you adopt, like, you know, like animals, it's like you never know what condition you're going to be in. And she'd been in like a fight, I guess, or something. They didn't really get into many details about like how she came to get there. They just kind of found her, and they made she was a drop off or whatever that somebody didn't want. But you know, and her original name was like Gabby. And I don't really think when I adopted her, I really thought she was a Gabby. So I kind of gave her like a different name. You know, which is Daisy, because I thought she looked much more like a daisy. So that's kind of like the story of how I got her. You know, like I said, it's like that was one of those years where we had just really bad weather all the time. And it was just like, wasn't actually able to like get anything at the time. Because, you know, they didn't have us. And I'm like, well, I don't want a dog. Like, okay, well, we'll give you like an extension. I was like, cool. And she wasn't in the best condition, which is like my biggest beef with like, I mean, the great places, but I don't know if like this is like the Humane Society does this or not. But she had like worms. They didn't tell me she had worms, so I had to go treat that. And then she had ear mice. And they didn't tell me she had ear mice. They claimed they treated all that stuff, but obviously they didn't because I had to go take her to the vet. And I was like, look, when I adopted this cat, this is like the condition that you gave her to me. You gave her to me in this like condition where she's like got like all these infestations, and that's not cool. At least not to me. I didn't think it was cool. You know, when you adopt her in those conditions, you know. And I'm glad I have her, but it just wasn't happy with like the conditions that they adopted her to me in. So I think you should treat that stuff before you put them out, because if a person has other pets, then they have to go through the whole entire thing of like quarantine all their pets and like whatever and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't think it's a cool thing to do, but you know, it is what it is and stuff, you know. And look who's made an appearance. Hi there, Daisy. Mwah! This looks kind of like you, but not. It's an interpretation of you. We're almost done, so it doesn't really matter if you sit here or not, because it's like, I'm going to be going to put this in the oven and see how it cooks. So let's see, how big do I think I should make this? the scissors here. Okay, good. I do have scissors over here. And showing everybody your booty. That's just a ladylike thing to do. Oh, am I not entertaining you enough? Okay, thank you. I think I did it a little off base, but we're gonna see. Let's see. So this is just kind of an experiment of like, probably should have did it more this way, but we'll find out, you know. This is whenever you're doing this. Alright, go ahead and play with that. I don't really care. Of like how big I actually need to do a coaster in order for it to like be like, you know, a coaster. So this is just kind of an experiment anyway. Yeah, so we'll see. Okay, we'll be right back, Daisy. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a little like couple little like maybe like just to kind of fill this area out. A little couple extra paws. I think I kind of get an idea. Like I said, just and then of course the orange one in here. There's orange. Thank you for showing everybody your booty. And then we'll do yellow over here. This might actually work out better than I thought it would. Let's see. And then the last color in here is purple. And the thing is, it's like if these things start to curl, it's like you legit have to like flatten them while they're still hot. So that's my final project. We'll see how it works out. If it works out like I want to, I don't think it's going to. I might have to like have a bigger like media, but we'll see. We'll put it in for about 4 minutes. Hi! I'm gonna clean up this mess while you're here. See there? There, put the fiber castles away. And usually I have a hole punch. This is a hole punch. One of the things on my like wish list or whatever is like to have like better like supplies, you know, and things to work with. And I think, you know, if you guys can all like gift it or whatever, and we'll put this in here. Oh, here. Is that yummy? I don't think it. Okay. You're worse than me. I don't chew my pencil. So. And we'll put these in here for right now. Oh, we'll put those in there too. These are like kind of my main colors I use. You know, like so I prefer like the Faber Castell or the there's this brand called Caran d'Ache. that I want to try, and it's on my wish list. You know, and that's in the link to my what you call it, on the top of my I don't know how to explain, on the top of my like thing for my thing page where you like on my YouTube channel. So it's like if you want to like buy me anything, it's like you can try to buy me something on there. It'd be, I'm not, you know, it's not like, how to explain. It's not like you know, expected, but it's appreciated if you do. So I don't know. I was doing an earlier experiment, like an early like project on this. Again, that was not going to prepare till later, and it's like that's why there's marker on this page. I did it just kind of to protect like, you know, my counter and everything. And it was like a hella messy like thing. So let's see. This looks like a bunch of flowers to me. So maybe that's what we'll do. And this is like kind of what the reverse coloring books are like. It's like basically like shapeless things. You just kind of like draw whatever you think you want to draw. If that makes any sense. Well, it looks like my project is done, so we'll see how it turned out. I'll be right back. Right there, I've set it over there. It's gonna cool before I show it to you guys. I will just keep on working on this project. Daisy's got the runnies now, so well, it looks like something, but like nothing too at the same time. But that's kind of like a reverse coloring book. I saw it on a YouTube channel. I was like, that's kind of interesting. I was like that. But this is how the project turned out. This is not how I wanted it to turn out. But it at least gives me an idea of like how big I'm gonna actually have to do the project, and I may have to do like a big, huge pages. You know, it's just enough to like give me an idea of like what I'm doing. You know, but I'm gonna have to at least like maybe I can find like another sheet thing. See, because it's like the thing I did was from here to here and up. So I'm gonna have to at least maybe like have something that's like maybe more like this. That makes any sense? And do it more that way, because it's more that way. I think it would be much more successful and more like over space over here. So I'm gonna probably have to use like a lot of plastic. And again, I do have like on my wish list like plastic to like whatever, like on my or actual Shrink-a-Dink project, or actual well not Shrink-a-Dink, like shrink plastic project that's actually on like my you know, wish list. Again, it's like one of those things that I don't necessarily want to go out to buy. I do prefer using the recycled plastic, but I do think if I'm going to be doing like coasters or whatever, it's like it's going to have to like be like much more like this way. If that makes any sense. So it's like it's just something I'm going to have to, I might have to try this again and see what happens, but like I said, this is like a wish list thing. Like they have these things on like called reverse calorie books, where it's like you basically kind of fill in the shapes that you want. I'm gonna sign that. Let's see. This is what I've been experimenting with too. But I think that, I mean, it's pretty interesting, and it's like I'd be more interested in like trying like actual one or whatever. But that's like kind of like what I did, and like didn't turn out like I expected, but it's still cute looking. So I might like kind of just put it right here, just to kind of, you know, be like there's like it's kind of a representation of Daisy. And I hope that you guys have a nice rest of the day. And that, and you know, like you guys rock glitter socks. If you're watching this, thank you for watching. And I hope you like it. The other two projects I'm gonna be releasing as like later down the road. And let me see. Let me write back. If you have any questions or comments, just ask in my YouTube channel, in the comment section. The other thing I want to work on is just kind of like, and I have like polls in Discord and on like different sites. It's like, and you guys can comment here too. It's like different pages I want to do. I have like kind of like a poll of like what people want to do. One of them is like not that one. Let's see. These are some of my color pages. This one right here, people like just to kind of like get an idea of like one of the pages I want to color with. I've got a few like picked out here, but that's like one of them. This one. No, that's one. This one, the lilies. The other one was peonies. And let's see if I can find it. Have it marked here somewhere. Right here, found it. Found it. Nope, that's not it. I marked the pages that I'm interested in on here with like little like, well, it's the it's basically the flower heart. I can find it in here. Right there. And this one. And you guys can kind of like give me an idea of like what you want to do too. So it's like if you have like any ideas, make a comment in the comment section and do it before like, you know, whatever I put this video out, next video out. That will probably be next week, but just let me know, okay? You guys said again, guys rock glitter socks. You know, gifts are appreciated, but not expected. And I hope you guys have a nice rest of the day. Thank you.